Obviously, a lot of excitement in Italy for a Derby della Madonnina semi in the Champions League. Milan taking on Inter, but neither side right now is in the top four of the Serie A table. Let's take a look at that, shall we? Because things have changed a little since Juventus have had their 15-point penalty revoked. It pushes them back up to third in the table. As you can see, 59 points for them there. Roma moved down to fourth, Milan to fifth, and Inter down to sixth. Let's welcome in Gab Marcotti then, shall we, to talk more about this news with Juventus. Is that it then, Gab? Is it done? Those 15 points are back, and that's that?
So technically, it's not done. They're not out of the woods. The penalty, the points have been temporarily reinstated because the appeals court, I am kind of simplifying this, said, hang on a minute. The reason you were punishing them was because of this ethical code that you say that they broke, but you haven't made your case for that. You haven't explained the motivations, how you arrived at the 15-point penalty, and so they said, we're reinstating the penalty, we're sending the case back to you, and so now this lower court will need to effectively deliberate on this. It's going to be a different panel than the ones we had previously, and they're going to have to decide what to do. They can either look at the evidence. It is going to be, like I said, a different panel, so they may conclude, well, there's really no case here, in which case the 15 points remain. They have the faculty to impose a lesser punishment, or they can stick with the 15 points. Now, the risk here, though, for everybody is they need to do this before the end of the season. Or they need to try to do it before the end of the season. After that, it gets really complicated because one of the key judicial concepts here is that if they do give a penalty, it has to be a meaningful penalty, or what they call an afflictive penalty, and that would mean a penalty that moves them back out of the Champions League spot. So it's a tricky situation. Juve aren't out of it, but certainly this is a very, very good sign if you're a Juve fan.
Well, thank you very much for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming, premium content, and let's not forget as well, ESPN FC 7 days a week. Subscribe to ESPN Plus.